What's up guys, this is Jeff Chan from MMA Shredded, and today I'm going to be showing you 7 sprawl and brawl tactics. If you like this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.
I have created this tutorial in only sparring footage to show some nuance.
大家好，老师从业中医男科30余年，帮助了数千名海内外华人朋友通过中药调理重回男性雄风。如果你也存在房事时间短、勃起无力、硬度差、中途疲软、肾虚、前列腺炎等问题，现在就加中医老师微信574-993-200，纯中药，一人一方，治根治本，帮助你持续坚挺20至40分钟，补肾壮阳，延时助勃，彻底告别快男软男。记住微信574-993-200。
Pressure with our whizzer to turn our opponent to our left, shifting our weight to our left foot. In this scenario, my opponent falls to the ground and I proceeded to ground and pound. In this next scenario here, my opponent shoots for the takedown, falls temporarily, and gets back up. So I shot my hips back to sprawl, got my whizzer with my left arm this time because my opponent's head was on my right side. I used my whizzer to step out of the way of my opponent and to turn my opponent to my right. My opponent falls to the ground but posts on his arm to stay up. So I didn't get to ground and pound, but I proceeded to post/frame off my opponent's neck with my right forearm to create space and threw some punches into a high kick. In this third scenario, my opponent shoots for the takedown but does not fall. So I shot my hips back to sprawl and got my whizzer with my right arm. Then I pushed off my right foot and applied shoulder pressure with my whizzer while shifting my weight to my left foot to turn my opponent to my left. My opponent doesn't fall, so I proceeded to distance myself by framing off the neck with my left forearm and punching. Now some failed attempts here. Used my whizzer to defend but missed when I punched. And another one here, after using the same takedown defense, I tried to sprawl, but I ate a right hook. Sprawl and brawl tactic 2. In this tactic, we defend with the same whizzer, crossface, and quarter turn, except we fire back with a high kick. Unfortunately, I was unable to capture the sparring session with a better quality camera. So again, I shot my hips back to sprawl and got my whizzer with my right arm. I tried to apply shoulder pressure and turn my opponent to my left, but failed to do so. I proceeded to frame/post on my opponent's neck with my right arm and pushed off his head and into a right high kick. Here's another scenario with the same tactic. I shot my hips back and got the whizzer with my right arm. Failed to turn my opponent with the shoulder pressure, so I framed off the neck with my left arm, followed by posting off the head with my right arm, and then I tried to pull the head down with my left hand and into my left high kick. Here is a failed attempt. Failed to turn with my whizzer, pushed off the head with my right arm, but just missed the high kick.
Whoa, watch out.
Another failed attempt here. I threw a low kick, but my opponent tried to take me down by catching it. I got my whizzer with my right arm, shot my hips back, posted on the neck with my right arm to create distance, but missed the high kick. Sprawl and brawl tactic 3 is defending the takedown with our underhooks and proceeding to punch our opponents. So when the takedown comes, we shoot our hips back to sprawl and look for an underhook with an arm. In this case, I got the underhook with my right arm while I posted on the neck with my left forearm. To turn my opponent, I pushed off my right foot and lifted with my underhook arm while I dragged my left foot. Then I framed off my left arm and punched.
30 seconds.
Another session here. I got the underhook with my right arm, crossface with my left arm, pushed off my opponent's bicep with my left hand, and punched. Again, underhook with my right arm, crossface with the left arm. This time I did not frame off and just pulled my arm out to throw a hook, but might have ate some of that uppercut. Then I punched. Next time I need to push off to create space before punching. Again, failed attempt here. Underhook with my right arm, framed off, but my opponent blocked the punch. Sprawl and brawl tactic 4 is defending with the underhook and firing back with some knees. Here I shot my hips back to defend and got my underhook with my left arm while I clinched my opponent's head with my right arm. To turn him, I pushed off my left foot as I lifted my underhook arm to the right. Then I pulled my underhook arm out and grabbed the top of my opponent's head to knee. Over here, my opponent caught my low kick and I got the underhook with my left arm. Then I transitioned to clinch my opponent with my left arm and threw my knee. You saw the scenario here earlier in Tactic 3. I got the underhook with my right arm, pushed off my right foot to churn, then used my underhook arm to pull my opponent into my knee.
30 seconds. 30 seconds.
One more example here, I got the underhook with my right arm and cross-faced with my left arm, pulled the head down with my left hand and threw my knee. Sprawl and Brawl Tactic 5 is when you see the takedown way ahead of time. You churn and post off the neck with your arm and strike. So in this first scenario here, I saw the takedown coming, so I shot my hips back and framed on the neck, pushed off and right into my right high kick. Similarly, in the scenario, I churned and shot my hips back as I framed on the neck and proceeded to punch. And one more example. I churned, framed off the neck, and punched. Sprawl and Brawl Tactic 6 is when you didn't see the takedown coming and you find yourself needing to sprawl all the way down, hips low and on your toes, driving that weight down. If you don't do anything here, a good grappler will continue to drive forward and eventually have you on your back. So here I grabbed the ankle of my opponent, which prevented him from pushing off that leg and driving forward. Then I proceeded to punch. Then I switched grips to get a better angle to punch the head. Sprawl and Brawl Tactic 7, knees to the face. Of course I didn't have real-time sparring footage to show this because we don't knee our partners in the head during sparring. So this is demonstrated with no resistance. We find ourselves sprawling our hips low and on our toes. From here, one arm wraps around the neck while the other arm controls the tricep. Then we push off one foot, lift our leg up to gain momentum, distance, and we knee.